I'm with it with a post off.
A sharp and confident-looking Raptors team coming down the tunnel earlier. We'll see if that confidence carries over onto their home floor. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Embiid. Maxey out there with Paul George. And it's McCain in at the 2. And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Grady Dick is out there with Mitchell. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Barrett for 3, sinks the triple.
Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Maxey passes to Embiid. To the inside. Here's Yabusele. It's rebounded by Barrett. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Cavaliers.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Here's Yabusele. After the basket by Davion Mitchell. Unloads from 13. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Came into the league when the mid-range was popular. Game shifted to 3, and PG said I could do that too.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges, really is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Well, their offense is rolling. A perfect start, 4 of 4 so far.
And here's Maxey, following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Pass to Yabusele. Now, here's George. From past the arc. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good, Barnes.
The defense knows that's where Scotty Barnes does most of his work, but they still can't stop him.
And George gets to Yabusele. The shape. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Mitchell finds Pirtle. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Pirtle. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Dick. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Dick's got 6.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot.
The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. Now, here's Maxey. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved. It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
For 3, Barrett. Offensive rebound. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Man, Pirtle's reach sure comes in handy on the glass. He gets to that ball and attacks right away.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, that's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Now, here's Maxey. He has yet to score. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptors leading by 7. Down low, here's Agbaji. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Pass to Yabusele. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Toronto's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over to the wing. Here's Agbaji. Nailed from three-point land. Abaji's got 5 now.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Maxey finds George. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Toronto ahead, up by 12. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
After a flurry of trades last season, Toronto, Brent, seems to be committed to build around Scotty Barnes.
It does feel that way, Kevin, that Scotty is the cornerstone guy, but I don't know if they really feel like he is truly their number one. They're recognizing his talent, but there's still a lot of work to be done to rebuild this Toronto Raptor roster.
There's Boucher out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Brown. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Agbaji in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Here's Agbaji. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. Here's the 3. A new 14 for the 76ers. Martin with a screen on Brown. Pass to Martin. Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year. Olynyk with it. Now defended by Oubre. Here's Brown. It's Dick on the wing. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dick's got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Martin. In the corner, it's Oubre. And here's Embiid. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Here's Agbaji. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Oubre. Boucher with the rebound.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Fires the 3. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 3 assists tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Got a hand on it. Agbaji, the pass to Boucher. Here's Brown. No good with the layup. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 19-point game. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 10 points for Joel Embiid. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And so here is Philadelphia. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Martin from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Raptors leading by 16. It's Dick on the wing. And he's good on the three ball. Dick's got 18 points.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Maxey, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing, where he's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstardom.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A whole new group. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Raptors. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
And you know what? These are two of those teams that just live off their transition game. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively because that's where they get the bulk of their offense.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin, wow.
Love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Mobo can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Here's Battle, defended by George. Pass to Mobo. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Outside, Maxey. Here's George. Again, Philadelphia.
An efficient mid-range shooter. It's because PG practices those types of shots. Listen up, kids.
Here's Mobo. Battle pass to Brown. Up in time. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting and hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Rule, please. They're measuring up the shot. The window open. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Toronto Raptors.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, guys.
That coaching staff has to be thrilled with what they've seen so far. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in their first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Grady Dick in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. We've got a chance now to check up on Jakob Poeltl's status. David.
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the Raptors was able to give me an update, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Paul George is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Embiid. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Dick, that's good.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Now, here is George. 7 points in the game, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And the technical free throw is good. We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
Dick, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Maxey against Mitchell. The 76ers with another miss. And here's Toronto. They're on a 10-1 run right now. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Pirtle. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The 17-footer. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Barrett. He has 5. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
76ers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. On the wing, George. Barrett covering. Here's Yabusele. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Yabusele's got 5. Here's Dick. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's McCain. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, Maxey. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, Maxey. After R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pirtle inside. Guarded by Embiid. Barnes dishes to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Oubre's checked in for George.
Substitution on the court.
Philadelphia's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Nice time from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
Toronto, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Olynyk can't hit. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Bounce pass Maxey. Here's Embiid. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Kelly Olynyk. Bruce Brown is out there with Walter. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Agbaji in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Now he's a solid deep ball threat. Love to see Martin fire away.
Toronto shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Lowry. Embiid with a screen on Brown. A shot by Lowry, no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Agbaji, covered by Oubre. Back to Brown. Here's Walter. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Out to the right wing. Here's Agbaji. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Brown against Lowry. Here's McCain. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. Oubre outside. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Basket good. Walter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Pass to Embiid. From the stripe. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Walter, good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And Philadelphia has possession. Raptors knocking down the tray. Oubre outside, and Lowry has it in the corner. Going inside, Boucher with the rebound. And here's Toronto. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Walter, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Grady Dick.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Walter, good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Lowry kicks to Martin. Back to Lowry. This one for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Love the response from Lowry. When you drain a three on him, this guy's coming right back at you.
Toronto working the ball around now. Right wing. Here's Mobo. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Pass to Walter. Here's Abaji. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Grady Dick.